Image copyright AFP image caption about half of the border force will be made up of Syrian Democratic Forces fighters. Key powers involved in Syria's civil war have criticized U.S. plans to help an allied Kurdish militia set up a 30,000-strong border security force. Turkey's president vowed to suffocate efforts to begin training members of the Syrian Democratic Forces (SDF) and create what he called a terror army. Ankara considers Kurds fighting for the SDF to be part of a terrorist group. Syria's government decried the blatant attack on its sovereignty, and Russia warned it could lead to partition. With the help of airstrikes from a USAID coalition, the SDF has captured tens of thousands of square kilometers of territory from Islamic State's militants. In October, the alliance took full control of the northern city of Raqqa, the de facto capital of the caliphate declared by the jihadist group in 2014. Since then, SDF fighters have been advancing southeastwards along the Euphrates River Valley. Why is the US creating the border force? News of the coalition's plan to work with the SDF to train a new Syrian Border Security Force (BSF) was first reported on Saturday by the Defense Post, which quoted a spokesman as saying that 230 individuals were currently participating in the inaugural class. The coalition said on Monday that its goal was to create a force with about 30,000 personnel over the next several years. About half will be Kurdish and Arab SDF fighters and the other half new recruits. Image caption: The USAID coalition against IS has been advising and arming YPG fighters in Syria. The BSF will be tasked with securing the long sections of Syria's northern border with Turkey and eastern border with Iraq that are under SDF control, as well as parts of the Euphrates River Valley, which effectively serves as the dividing line between the SDF and Syrian pro-government forces. A strong border security force will prohibit Daesh's freedom of movement and deny the transportation of illicit materials, the coalition said, using a different term for IS. This will enable the Syrian people to establish effective local, representative governance and reclaim the land. Why is Turkey concerned? Turkey has consistently opposed the coalition's support for the SDF because the force is dominated by the Kurdish People's Protection Unit's YPG militia. Ankara considers the YPG an extension of the banned Kurdistan Workers' Party (PKK), which has fought for Kurdish autonomy in Turkey for 3 decades. Washington disagrees and insists the YPG has been vital to the battle against IS. On Monday, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said the US had acknowledged it was in the process of creating a terror army on our border. It is for us to suffocate this terror army before it is born, he said. Mr. Erdogan added that preparations were complete for a Turkish military operation against the Kurdish enclave of Afrin in northwestern Syria, and that it might start at any moment. Troops deployed at the border were already hitting YPG positions inside Afrin with heavy artillery, he noted. What do other countries say? The Syrian government called the creation of the SDF border force a blatant attack on the sovereignty and territorial integrity and unity of Syria, and a flagrant violation of international law. What the American administration has done comes in the context of its destructive policy in the region to fragment countries and impedes any solutions to the crises, an official at the Foreign Ministry was cited as saying by the Sana news agency. Image caption: In October, SDF fighters took full control of the northern city of Raqqa. The source warned that Damascus considered any Syrian fighting for militias sponsored by the US to be traitor to their people and nation. Russia, which backs the Syrian government, said the US move might lead to the breakup of a large territory along the border with Turkey and Iraq. This is a very serious issue that raises concerns that a path towards the partition of Syria has been taken, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said.